I'm Ashley. I'm an intuitive energy healer and I like to read tarot cards. Today I'm talking about how you can start reading tarot without knowing the meaning of the cards. And one of the ways that you can do that is getting a tarot deck that has the meanings on it. I bought this off of Amazon, I think for about $20. I will say with this particular deck, I'm not really sure what the name of it is. It just says Classic Tarot on it. And I did buy this a couple years ago, but some of the meanings are actually wrong. So be careful with that. But that's one way you can start reading without having to have the guidebook open, is just something with the descriptions already on it. There's nothing wrong with having the guidebook open. I still refer to guidebooks, and I've been reading tarot since 2014. So there's no shame in looking at the guidebook. There's often a little bit more insight in there than maybe what you're getting, and it's still really helpful, so why not use it? Another deck, this one's really cute, Animal Guides Tarot. So not only does it have the cute little animals on there, but each one has a little description of what the card means. So with this, you can just lay out your cards, read the description, and just kind of use what intuitive skills that you have already to figure out what the message is. You can even just read it at face value and kind of see where that aligns with the reading. Most popular ones, which I don't necessarily think is the best one to start with, but a lot of people swear by it, is the Smith-Waite deck. It is traditional tarot. I think I bought this one off of Amazon too. It's the borderless edition, but there's so many different variations of this. I will say it is good in the sense that you can find so much content about it online. And because of this has so much information online, I do think it's a good one to start with because of that. You can just keep your web page open. There's so many books on it. You can see quite a bit from just the images of kind of what maybe the story was talking about. You can see that he was in battle. He's collecting his swords. They're retreating, but he's still looking over his shoulder. You know, maybe you could read this as somebody still on defense. Maybe just had an argument, but still just really defensive and just kind of ready to go, not quite ready to let go of whatever was happening. That's one way that you can interpret that, by just looking at the image. My favorite deck that I use all the time, even though it's a little pocket size, is the Lightseer Tarot. I believe the images on these are really good. For example, this one, you can see her in the mirror right here. She is not tied up, but she's tied up here. That could indicate somebody with the belief that they are stuck, are trapped, are tied up. That's one way. I mean, that is what the Eight of Swords represents, is kind of mental stuck. But you can also see that in the image. So I think cards like this that have really good images on them are helpful, because you can just look at it, kind of see what's going on in the picture, and especially if you're creative or just kind of have like an insightful mind, you can come up with messages that way. This also applies to oracle cards as well. Most of them have pretty detailed images, or they'll have like little messages at the bottom. So I hope this helps and gives you maybe a little bit more confidence to start reading tarot if you want to, or oracle cards, whichever resonates the most. But you don't need to know everything. Just get your deck that you like, that feels good to you. Look through the book, keep the book open, but finding ones with the messages already on them or some kind of description is extremely helpful when starting out. Let me know if you want any more videos on reading tarot cards or oracle cards.